And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we're continuing along with a pretty new WOD called Forlorn. It's a new 12-map WOD that was released recently by Levendead. This is map 5, Utility Tunnels. This is a fun map, and the ending melee is kind of fun too. You got 3 Archviles coming at you while you have a whole bunch of Revenants overhead who are hard to hit. But we will manage it, and I intend to show you how to do all of that, of course. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. And as always, we're playing on the Ultraviolence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all 3 of these categories. There are 81 kills to be had, subject to some Archvile shenanigans, 2 secrets to find, and 3 items to pick up. Well, here we are where we left off from the last map in the train car. Pick up our super shotgun here and some shells. And as you probably guessed, once you jump down there, until the very end, mind you, you can't get back. Although you can at the exit, there's a teleporter, so if you miss the secret, you can come back for it. Let me save you a lot of trouble because the first secret's quite hard to find. It's just behind one of these posts. See that little switch? This tiny little thing? Yeah. That's the secret switch you're looking for. And as you can tell, this wall looks a little bit different, so it's probably something there. So you have to kind of like ride up a little bit. Yeah. And that's it. It's a fun little area. Let's go ahead and grab. And now we're good to go. Right? So that's a fun little secret. And if you missed it and you insist on not doing it right away, well, I guess you can teleport back and run your way back through. But that's how you get it as secret number 1. So next up, we just make our way through these tunnels. It's not a damaging floor of the mud. And here you're going to find 2 doors and a bunch of barrels. Through that door are some imps, and through that door over there, you will find some revenants. So we're going to only be able to activate it by opening up the imp door and luring the revenants out, which will not be hard to do, but we will use this as our hold point. Some infighting, which we never complain about. There are quite a few revenants. I'm not sure how many left. Looks like at least 2 for now. Oop. There's 1. I don't hear any more clankety clank, so that should be it. Oh no, there is 1. Oh, he's sneaky. Okay, he was just hiding out in here living his best life. So if you didn't fare as well, there's a health pack in here and all's good. But that's basically it to clear this whole area. Now we can continue through here. Don't go too far. There are 3 chain gunners. And we don't have the chain gun yet, so we will just step out quickly, get rid of 1, get rid of 2, get rid of 3. So we will be able to get that chain gunner's chain gun. There's some more ammo here to pick up, of course, and some health if you didn't fare as well. So the yellow door, we don't have the yellow key. This doesn't lead anywhere, unfortunately. Now this is a cute little area. It's a nice little trick. As you kind of get in there, 2 revenants are going to teleport in behind you. Less fun. So my goal is to get around them and to use this area as a hold point. So basically what I do is I kind of go in bum first. Ideally, only 1 revenant sees me and I got to go around 1 at a time. It's not always, doesn't always work out that way. All right, well, there's 1. Perfect. That's what I like to do. Kind of slowly, butt first. And then we'll do it again for Revenant number 2. There are imps and an Incubus down there as well. But first we're going to get rid of the teleporting enemies, which is the next Revenant. Right? Tried to punch me? That wasn't very sporting. Well, actually it is. That's totally what the Revenant does. So will we get the imps to fire off at the Mancubus just to make things spicy? Not sure where the imps went, and I didn't expect to take a blast like that. Oh well, I can't expect the imps to do my dirty work, I guess. Ah well. So let's go ahead now, we'll just pick up a little bit of health, I guess, for that unexpected surprise. And we'll just take care of the imps now. I guess we can use our chain gun. We have some chain gun ammo. Why not? So let's go ahead to this area. There's a green armor. We can go ahead and pick that up. Health if you weren't as fortunate. And more ammo here. So we can go ahead, hit the switch, but step out quickly because there's a chain gunner and 2 cacos. So ideally, the chain gunner comes out now and makes life miserable for the caco as opposed to us. There we go. So that's at least 1 caco. That's going to infight. We don't mind that at all. As you can see. And the chain gunner's no more. Thank you, Senor Caco. and we can take the chain gun, and this area has now been cleared as well. Again, health pack if you didn't fare as well. Yes, this is not a stacked health bonus, it's just a health bonus. So let's go ahead and drop down. Duck to the side though, take out your chain gun, because there's a chain gunner right there in that window. He's usually quick to fire. More ammo, some barrels I suppose. Did I walk into an imp fire? Oh well, what are you going to do? So down here is pretty safe. I don't like the chainsaw, but you can go ahead and pick it up. There's nothing else there but a grate. And you could have used it, I guess, for this Spectre, but I'm just not as feeling it. All right, so we're going to have to drop down. There's going to be some activity here. Take out your chain gun. It's just some imps from above. Do not go over the edge. We're not ready for that yet. And do not hit those barrels above to the right. There's no enemies there right now, but there will be. We can use them later for some enemy disposal. So before we jump down, we're going to get the secret number 2. You can see here there's a little area. So why don't we go ahead, kind of fall in. Yeah, it's always nice to get that megasphere. So let's hop down. And we'll take care of the one Spectre that's down here. Health and a little bit more ammo. There is more ammo, of course, over here as well. But we don't need it quite right now. I'm a bit flush with it, and that's okay. So what is happening here? Well, we can take a look around. There's areas that you're clearly going to open up with barrels. And these areas will open up as well with imps. So we don't want to be here. So what we're going to do is we'll switch to the chain gun. Cacos are going to come out of there as soon as we grab the yellow key. So we'll hit some barrels. And then we're going to run this way around not a Hell Knight, but I don't know why I'm having a brain fart about it. We're going to run around that enemy and a bunch of Mancubi, and we're going to take our stand in that room to the left. So let's see what happens. Baron FL, excuse me, yes. Could not for some reason. So let's back up and quickly get out before the imps come out to play. And now we're just going to make a run for it. Oop, around the, yeah, that didn't work out quite so great. We do want to do better than this. Less good. But usually this is a good holding spot. I did take a little bit of damage. Nothing to cry over, though. Oop. Although I might start crying if I don't dodge a little better. Okay. Now we do want the, we'll grab the rocket launcher. We're not going to use it yet. Yeesh. We do want the Baron to infight with the Mancubus, but it seems that the Baron doesn't want to quite play. Or maybe they were infighting. I've taken an inordinate amount of damage. I don't usually get beat up like that, but it is what it is, I guess. I guess my best advice is dodge a little bit better, because I certainly did not. We do want to take care of these enemies, the Pain Elemental, and of course, the annoying Lost Souls that accompany it. There's a Hell Knight over there, so just be mindful of the fire. We didn't take the left path, we took the right, so you probably didn't see it. We're just going to duck around this way. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to use those barrels, and that's going to dispose of all of the imps up there. And we can use the chain gun here, we can use the shotgun here, it doesn't matter. Whatever you prefer. I wouldn't use the rocket launcher, I guess that's all. And we can, I would recommend, to be honest, the shotgun, super shotgun, because there's quite a bit of ammo here and below that we're going to go get in a moment. So why don't we go ahead, pick that up. I guess pick up the stim pack while we're here. And let's go ahead and get the Hell Knight before we are completed in this area. So we'll pick up a little ammo, I suppose. So here's the Hell Knight. The Hell Knight cannot get out of his little perch, so don't worry too much about it. Now you may remember down here is where we kind of started this area. There is a shotgun shell box. I did leave that for later because we were pretty flush. And this one. So we're pretty well back to 100% capacity for shotgun shells. We don't have the backpack here, so just 50. But it's good to have all of it, and all these enemies are disposed of. So we took care of everyone. We now can move on to the next area, pick up a little bit of ammo if you need it. Now the next area is, frankly, with the yellow key we get through here, it is the yellow door. There's an archvile behind. My strategy is do not let the archvile get behind you. As you can see from this Karkai, you do not want this area behind you alive again. So stand your ground and use your super shotgun. That's what I say. Oh, damn. He got behind me anyway. He's a slippery one. Okay, well, it worked out in the end, but do try your best to make sure that the archvile does not get out. there are a couple of Revenants and a couple of Chain Gunners here. So let's just be mindful of that. Chain Gunner. Now, we can't get into this little area. They are somehow just in this cage. You can't go in and they can't get out. It's an interesting development. And there is a Revenant right here, so let's go ahead and greet it less than friendly. And that's it for this area. So map progression now. I would use the chain gun with the zombie men in here because there's quite a few zombie men and they drop quite a few bullet packs. So, like, why not? You get pretty much back to where you were. Hit the switch, and up we go. And this takes us back to this familiar area. This is where we had the original two Revenants pop out behind us. And now we're at the yellow door. We can go through here. And this is basically the beginning of the melee area. So what is below when we are going to drop down are three Archviles and, I don't know, a couple of Spectres and a bunch of Revenants on towered peaks above, which are harder to hit, certainly. Our main focus, of course, you know, the three-body problem in astrophysics is not exactly the apt description here, but the three Archvile problem certainly is one. My strategy is to drop down on the right side. As I drop down a little bit further, then immediately pull back and fire, because an Archvile will teleport directly in front of me. And with the rocket launcher, I should be able to dispose of that Archvile without having to retreat. I don't want to retreat because I want the other two Archviles to teleport on the right side as well, so no one sneaks in from behind me. The timing is tricky. It can go well or poorly, but we're going to give it a try. So this is how I go. I kind of like go off a little bit, fall back. I do not give the Archvile any space. And as you can see, I've already disposed of two. I've managed to corral the Archviles here, and now they are all gone. That is how I dispose of them, because this can go awfully poorly, I can assure you, with the Archviles surrounding you, and you got to try to run around these pillars, trying to time when is best not to get zapped. I assure you, it is not fun, it is not easy, and I would strongly recommend you take my approach, which is get the heck over to the right and make them come to you. So I'm just looking to get rid of the second Spectre here, because I don't want to run into it. There it is. Okay, so we can use our super shotgun. We can, sure, what the heck, we can use a rocket launcher. So that's one. Oh. As you can see, there are Revenants above. They're hard to spot all the time. Okay. Just make sure we avoid further trouble. There are two more. Maybe we'll just use our super shotgun. At this distance, still an effective weapon. Go grab a couple more rockets for sure. We'll go clean up the ammo here soon anyway. We'll go ahead and pick some up. And that's that. So this is blocked. What we do have to do at this point is it's all a time sequence. So there are no more rockets as far as I can tell. I'm just doing a quick run around. Okay, so what we have to do is we go up the stairs to this switch, and we have to race over to that switch and press, which will release the opening to the exit. So let's go ahead, race across before this closes up, grab that, and this will close behind us too. And now we're at the exit, which is over here. Now, if you did not get the first secret for some reason, and maybe you're only tuning into the video after you've kind of gotten stuck halfway through the map or something like that, this teleporter will take you back to the train car, and you can race your way back to this area by hitting those switches at the end too, and you'll get in here. But that's not necessary for us to do, because we did find the first secret through the cattle car, or the train car, I guess, and we'll do our final count. Yes, all 86 kills, both secrets, and all 3 items. You know what that means. Indeed. We're done. And that's Utility Tunnels. It's a fun map. There's lots going on. I do like the teleporting Revenants to some degree. I like to make sure that only one comes out at a time. It's hard to run past both. Down that narrow corridor. One certainly is doable, and I don't think I got tagged really by the individuals. I somehow got tagged by the Mancubus, thinking that he'd be infighting with the imps. I was incorrect, so don't do that. But there's a decent amount of health in this map. But the last melee with the 3 Archviles, that is easily the trickiest part of the map if you don't get them all to one side. you're going to be facing a lot of trouble. And it's kind of hard with the Revenants firing the rockets to really dodge pretty well where the blasts are going to go, because you can only go around so many pillars without getting hit either by a blast from the Archvile or from a rocket from the Revenant. So I would recommend fall over a little bit further to the right, pull back as you fire, because that first one will teleport in. And anyway, and as you saw how I did it, I think I've cleaned them up pretty lickety-split. Anyway, if you did enjoy the walkthrough, got some good tips and tricks, some good strategies, and you were able to find those elusive secrets, for example, then yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.